Have you ever felt like you're running on a hamster wheel, exhausted, frustrated, and yet somehow you're still in the same spot? Yeah, maybe you've done the praying and you're trying all the things. You're listening to sermons and you're reading the self help books. You're journaling your feelings, and yet you still feel stuck. Friend, I see you. And today we're going to talk about why you feel stuck and what God actually says about it. Because, spoiler alert, He doesn't want you to stay there. All right? So hang with me. I want to get real for a minute. There are a few big reasons why many of us feel stuck. There's the fear of failure. I mean, that's a really common one, right? What if I mess up? That would be awful. Everybody would know. There's the fear of success. Yep, that is a real thing. The fear of success. It's like, wait, what if this actually works? Then what? There's feeling unqualified. God, are you sure you picked the right girl? Have you ever thought that? I know I have. There's overwhelm. Where do I even start? You look at the thing and you really take it all in and you just, well, you kind of freak out. Waiting on a clear sign from God, maybe? I think we've all fallen into that. Like we're waiting for something big to be written in the sky, or we're going to pass a great big billboard, right? Or like a talking donkey, like in the Bible. Yeah, probably not going to happen. All right. But here's the truth. Most of the time, feeling stuck isn't about lack of opportunity. It's about the lack of clarity and confidence. And guess who loves to keep you in confusion? Yep, the enemy. He is so dang irritating, isn't he? He loves to spin those thoughts up and get us spun up and spun out so that we literally do nothing. Well, let me tell you about a woman that I worked with. We're going to call her Sarah to keep her anonymity. It's not her real name, but Sarah came to me feeling really stuck. And she had this really deep desire to do something meaningful and to step into what she believed was her God given purpose, but she couldn't figure out what that even was. And every time she thought about moving forward, doubt would creep in. And she wondered, well, what if I fail? And I don't even know where to start. And I remember her talking about that, that maybe God didn't really even have anything for her big to do, which is a lie, by the way. She felt like she was running in circles. She was over analyzing everything, second guessing herself and her decisions she was making. And she was waiting for that one magical sign from God. And she thought, oh, then I'll be on the right path. So if this sounds familiar to you, just know you are not alone. You're not the only one that has these kinds of thoughts. So what we did is we worked on it together to identify what was really keeping her stuck. And it turns out it wasn't a lack of her calling or a lack of confidence. What we ended up doing is we took her thoughts captive. We developed this plan on how to take your thoughts captive, and we replaced the fear with God's truth. We clarified her strengths and how God already had been preparing her. It's so cool when you kind of make the parallel and you start seeing things over your life where God has been preparing you for this thing your whole life. You just know that you know that you know. And then we created a simple action plan so that she could finally get unstuck. And let me tell you, once she started moving, she saw doors open that she never expected. It was so exciting, and I got to be her cheering squad. She finally launched that business that God had placed on her heart, and now she's thriving and helping other women step into their purpose. And guess what? Nothing changed except her mindset and her willingness to trust God in the process. But here's the best news. God never meant you to stay stuck. He never meant for you to stay stuck. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." That means God already has planned it for you. It's good. And he's not keeping it a secret to punish you. I promise you, he's not. But here's the catch. You have to step out in faith. And I know that that can be scary. I get it. I mean, your knees are knocking and you get that weird little feeling in your stomach, right? So, what's the first step? It's recognizing that being stuck isn't your final destination. And listen, if Sarah could get unstuck, so can you. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is the decision to start. That is the truth. And in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to shift your mindset from fear to faith. Now, this next video will release a week later if you're watching this in the month of March of 2025. So hang tight, that video is coming. But I want you to watch this next video because if fear is running the show, your purpose, frankly, is sitting in the back seat. So don't miss it. And if you wouldn't mind, hit subscribe, turn on all your notifications, and I will see you in the next video.